Okay, so the first part is about goodwill, right? So what is goodwill? Valuation of reputation. It is the value of reputation, or you call it as a good name for the business. Okay. Obviously it's required because it helps you to earn higher profits in comparison to the normal profits that you earn in comparison to people having the same nature of business and line of business as yours. Okay. So the important highlight of goodwill is that value of reputation, good name, and wide business connections of a firm. And what does it do? It enables me to earn higher profits in comparison to the normal profit. Okay? So, obviously, these are the highlights of goodwill, that it is a valuable, intangible asset. Okay? It cannot be seen. That is why. Okay? It helps in earning excess profit. It is value only when entire business is sold, obviously. When you are selling off a business, or you're merging your business, or you are amalgamating a business, you are letting an entry into a business, like admission of a partner, at the time of retirement of partner, at the time of death of a partner, okay, at the time of winding up of the company. So this is the time when valuation of goodwill is required. Okay. Yeah. So, factors that affect the value of goodwill is, as I said earlier, the nature of business, the location where your business is located, then the efficiency of the management, the existing market conditions, okay, and special advantage like low rate and assured supply of electricity. I told you about the SEZ, the special economic zones. If you have a business set up there, then all these things are provided to you at a subsidized rate: electricity, water, and available resources. Okay. Categories of goodwill. Now, there are only two categories of goodwill. One is goodwill which you purchase, and the other is self generated goodwill. Okay. So, what is a purchased goodwill? Okay, so goodwill which is considered in money or money's worth. Okay, goodwill for which a consideration in money or money's worth has been paid in cash, it is known as a purchased goodwill. Okay. Yeah. And what are the features of purchased goodwill? That it arises on purchase of a business or a brand, and it is shown in the balance sheet on the asset side, obviously, and it is amortized, that is depreciated. Okay, we don't use the word depreciation for intangible assets, we use the word amortization for intangible assets. And what is self generated goodwill? Goodwill that is internally generated. Okay. How? Generated over the years by work, by hard, what do you call, by hard work. Okay. So arises from a number of factors that running business possess. Okay. तो इट इज़ जनरेटेड ओवर द ईयर, सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल जिसको आप बोलते हैं, मतलब आपने किसी से गुडविल खरीदा नहीं है, आपका खुद का सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल है ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, दैट इज़ योर हार्ड अर्नड व्हाट यू कॉल्ड reputation which is created, brand which is created by you, for which you have worked hard in the past. Okay, that is called as self generated goodwill. Okay. So according to AS 26, goodwill is not recorded in books of accounts. Okay? Yeah. It is, so such goodwill is known as inherent goodwill. Okay? So Goodwill needs to be valued in the following cases. Which are those cases? First, change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners, admission of a new partner. If you're changing your PSR, that time also goodwill needs to be evaluated, obviously. Okay, say out of the four partners, the first partner is very famous. People bank on him, looking at his potentials, his qualities. Okay, people are doing business with you, so the profit sharing ratio of such partners is always higher. So once you know your worth in the market, you know that out of the four business partners, your worth in the market, your creditability in the market is more, obviously you can go for change in the PSR, right? Retirement of a partner, death of a partner, dissolution of a firm involving sale of business as a going concern, and amalgamation of a partnership firm. I said this also to you in the beginning. Okay, is it clear till here to everyone? समझ में आया? Till here it's clear? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. Then coming on to this goodwill methods of valuation or valuation of goodwill. Okay. So FMP, future maintainable profit. Okay, the first is the average profit method. So write in average profit method. Okay, so total of adjusted profit upon number of years. Okay, and this adjusted profit is also known as FMP, future maintainable profit. Okay, so goodwill under average profit method formula is average profit into number of years of purchase. ओके, और ये जो फर्स्ट वेरिएबल है ये एवरेज प्रॉफिट, this is calculated by using this formula. Okay, so average profit will not be given in the questions. Adjustments related to average profit will be given. Okay, so accordingly we will add less the items. Next is super profit method. Okay, so under super profit method, goodwill का formula is what? Super profit multiplied with number of years of purchase. ठीक है, एक्चुअली रिवर्स जाने का है, आई गो रिवर्स. गुडविल का फॉर्मूला आप लोग याद करो एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू फाइंड वॉट एवर इज गिवन एंड वॉट इज नॉट गिवन. जैसे ईयर आई टोल्ड यू राइट, फर्स्ट राइट ऑन गुडविल फॉर्मूला एवरेज प्रॉफिट इनटू नंबर ऑफ years of purchase. Number of years of purchase will be given in the question, but average profit will not be given, and then you separately calculate average profit, okay, in a working note. Similarly, when you're calculating super profit method goodwill, so first you write this step: goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years of purchase. ठीक है, as I said, number of years of purchase will be given in the question, लेकिन super profit will not be given in the question. So first you will have to solve separately how to calculate super profit. So this is the formula of calculating super profit. Okay, वही मैं बोल रही हूँ आपको. Yeah. Average maintainable profits minus normal profits. Okay. Yeah. Again, what will they do? They will not give you average maintainable profit and normal profit. Then we'll have to first calculate normal profit. Okay. So how do you calculate normal profit? Average capital employed into normal rate of return upon 100. ठीक है. And then next, ओके तो उल्टा उल्टा जाना है आपको, तब आपको आंसर मिलेगा. हाउ टू कैलकुलेट एवरेज कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. या देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला टू इट टू कैलकुलेट एवरेज कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. Okay, this you can calculate average maintainable profit. Okay, ये कैसे कैलकुलेट करोगे आप. ये रहा सेम फॉर्मूला. ये देखो फ्यूचर मेंटेनेबल प्रॉफिट, सेम फॉर्मूला. ओके. Then you'll have to go reverse and calculate average capital. When I'm using the word average, जब मैं average word use करती हूँ, so what will happen? Just a minute. When I use the word average, what will happen? Yeah, I will use this formula. Opening plus closing, capital employed divided by 2. Is this clear to everyone? Till here it is clear. So these are the actual steps of calculating goodwill under super profit method. Okay. But I will always do the reverse. I will go from down to up. I will first write goodwill ka formula, then I will see what information is given. Accordingly, I will calculate. Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you, Ayushi. Okay. Sometimes they will give you capital employed in the goods. Sometimes they will not give you capital employed in the goods. In the question. Okay. कभी कभी आपको एवरेज कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड दिया रहेगा, कभी कभी क्वेश्चन में नहीं दिया रहेगा. सो डिपेंड्स. ओके. सो कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड कैलकुलेट करने का भी फॉर्मूला है. ओके. या सो calculation of capital employed. Okay, it is very simple. It is all assets minus all liabilities. Okay, when I say all assets, all assets में goodwill, non-trade investments और fictitious assets नहीं आएगा. Okay, if you are given goodwill, you are giving non-trade investments and you are given fictitious assets in the questions. Yeah, Ayushi, I'll do that. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, I'll share it in the Google Classroom. Don't worry about that. Okay. So all assets में क्या क्या आएगा बच्चा? Capital employed का formula is what? All assets minus all liabilities is known as capital employed. Okay. See, I'm writing it here for your reference. Capital employed formula is all assets minus all liabilities. And when I say all assets में goodwill, and non-trade investments. Non-trade investments मतलब investments for more than 12 months. ओके, जिसको हम लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट्स भी बोलते हैं. सो नॉन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स एंड फिक्टिशियस एसेट्स मतलब accumulated losses and write off expenses which are write off and accumulated losses are known as fictitious assets. ये तीनों नहीं आएंगे in all assets में. Okay, yeah. And when I say all liability, so all liability में सिर्फ क्या आएगा? Capital account plus reserves. That's it. That is called as capital employed. Are you guys noting down the formula? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, fine. Okay, so देखा, it's not that easy. Yeah, you should just remember the goodwill का formula, and accordingly you have to sync it with your reverse engineering. ठीक है? Yeah, I will always do that. I will first calculate, I mean write the formula of goodwill, and फिर I will go reverse, pick up the link, catch the link, and try to connect the link by calculating it with different formulas. Next, capitalization of average profits. एक है average profit method जो starting में था, first method, and after that the third method is capitalization of average profits. So as per this goodwill का, this is the formula: capitalized value of the business minus the net assets. So in this method, goodwill is calculated by capitalizing the super profits. मतलब you are mixing it with the super profit method. See, यहाँ भी ये लोग ने कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड का फॉर्मूला दिया है. All assets minus outside liability. I also give the same. And I said all assets में goodwill नहीं आएगा, long term investments नहीं आएगा, and fictitious assets नहीं आएगा. And outside liability में what are you going to consider? Capital plus reserves. That's it. Okay. Then capitalized value of business formula is average profit upon NRR, normal rate of return into 100. An average profit will be either given or not given. Accordingly, you have to find average profit. Opening profit plus closing profit divided by 2. Then when you have capitalization of average profit, you also have capitalization of super profits. So goodwill formula under this method is super profits upon NRR into 100. So super profit, how you will get? We have already done in step 2. I mean the second formula. Average maintainable profit minus normal profit. Then you will calculate normal profit. Capital employed into NRR upon 100. And then capital employed भी आपको मिल जाएगा. All assets minus outside liability. Okay, have you noted down? Is it done? Okay, fine, great. Okay, now see this question. It is based on simple average profit method. Okay, simple average profit method. That is the first method. Shweta purchased a business on 1st April 2019. परचेज किया ना बिजनेस, हाँ, दैट मीन्स किसी ने बेचा है, उससे परचेज किया है, तो गुडविल वैल्यू होगा. इट वॉज एग्रीड टू वैल्यू गुडविल एट 3 years परचेज. तो 3 years, नंबर ऑफ years ऑफ परचेज इज 3. ओके, 3 years परचेज ऑफ एवरेज नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट ऑफ लास्ट 4 years. ठीक है, तो लास्ट 4 years का आपको प्रॉफिट दिया हुआ है 1 2 3 4. तो इसका एवरेज कैसे मिलेगा? आई विल टोटल इट 90,000 प्लस 1,60,000 प्लस 1,80,000 प्लस 2,20,000 डिवाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स ऑफ प्रॉफिट. कितना ईयर्स है? 4. Got it? Like this. Okay. So try to sync the formula. During the year ended 31st March 2016, an asset was sold at a profit of 10,000. ठीक है, अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या है? देर इज एन एडजस्टमेंट एवरी ईयर, सो दैट एडजस्टमेंट विल डेफिनेटली रिफ्लेक्ट माई प्रॉफिट. मेरे प्रॉफिट में तो वो एडजस्टमेंट रिफ्लेक्ट हुआ ही हुआ होगा. ओके, सो व्हाट विल आई डू? ये जो प्रॉफिट्स दिए हुए हैं इसमें से मैं कुछ आइटम्स ऐड करूंगी, कुछ आइटम्स लेस करूंगी, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एडजस्टेड एवरेज प्रॉफिट. ओके, राइट. हाँ, so this is one. Next, during 2017, firm had incurred an abnormal loss of rupees 20,000. तो ये भी मेरे प्रॉफिट को रिफ्लेक्ट, मेरे प्रॉफिट में रिफ्लेक्ट करेगा. Then repairs to a car amounting rupees 50,000 was wrongly debited to vehicles on 1st May 2017. Depreciation charged on vehicle at the rate 10% on straight line method. Okay, this will also affect my what do you call P&L account. Firm had abnormal gain of rupees 10,000 during the year ended 31st March 2019. Then during the year ended 31st March 2019, a machine got destroyed in accident and rupees 30,000 was written off as loss in P&L account. Okay, so these are these 5 entries which have been affected here. Okay, yeah. So which method they are telling us to use? बोला है ना इधर, एवरेज नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट मेथड. ओके, मतलब नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट मेथड फर्स्ट वाला, एवरेज प्रॉफिट मेथड. ठीक है, क्लियर विद द क्वेश्चन? क्या फाइंड करना है? गुडविल एज पर द फर्स्ट मेथड, दैट इज एवरेज प्रॉफिट मेथड. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? number of year, yeah, it will be average profit into number of years of purchase. ठीक है, number of years of purchase तो दिया है क्वेश्चन में 3, बट एवरेज प्रॉफिट नहीं दिया है. एक्चुअली एवरेज प्रॉफिट ऑफ लास्ट 4 years दिया है, बट उसके साथ में ये 5 एडजस्टमेंट्स भी दिया है विच विल बी रिफ्लेक्टेड इन माई नेट प्रॉफिट. ओके, सो लेट अस कैलकुलेट. Okay, students, first write down this. Goodwill is equal to average profit into number of years of purchase. This is the first thing that you will write. Average profit into number of years of purchase. ठीक है, एवरेज प्रॉफिट तो मुझे पता है, बट नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स ऑफ परचेज, सॉरी, नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स ऑफ परचेज मुझे पता है, दिस इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, बट जो मुझे नहीं पता है वो है ये एवरेज प्रॉफिट, मुझे नहीं पता है, तो दैट आई नीड टू कैलकुलेट. ठीक है, या सो फॉर दिस वी विल हैव टू डू अ वर्किंग नोट. सो राइट वर्किंग नोट नंबर 1. ठीक है, so let us do, this is my working note number 1. Okay, so 4 years are given to us, 16, 17, 18, 19. 4 years. बराबर. The number of years of purchase 3 लेना है, but 4 question में दिया है. So this is the profit given in the question. Okay, this is given in the question. Yes. अब इसमें से हमें क्या करना है, एडजस्टमेंट्स करना है. क्या एडजस्टमेंट्स करना है, या नाउ लिसन केयरफुली. ओके, आपका प्रॉफिट कितना है, 90, और इसमें से एन एसेट वाज सोल्ड एट अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ ₹10,000. ओके, नाउ यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग कि प्रॉफिट asset was sold at a profit of ₹10,000, right? Then you must be thinking कि इस working note में ये minus क्यों हुआ है. ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स रिमेंबर, आपके पास नेट प्रॉफिट ऑलरेडी है, तो अभी आप क्या कर रहे हो, आप रिवर्स जा रहे हो. तो जब आप रिवर्स जाते हो, जो ऐड होना चाहिए वो माइनस हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे को मेरा टोटल पता है, नेट प्रॉफिट 9 हो, नेट प्रॉफिट इज 90,000. ओके, उसमें से मुझे ये 10,000 को एडजस्ट करना है. समझ में आ रहा है? ओके, माई नेट प्रॉफिट इज 90 and that 10,000, an asset was sold at a profit of 10,000, correct? So you, what many students will do, they will add this 10,000 to net profit. Absolutely wrong. You don't have to disturb the net profit. Net profit is 90 only. Okay, so you have to do reverse engineering. Things that has to be in minus will be actually, I mean added should be actually minus. So I'm going reverse. I'm adjusting it. So 10,000 will be minus. Okay, तो क्या आ जाएगा, 90,000. 10,000 minus 90,000 minus 10,000 is how much, 80,000. Okay, next 2017 में, during the year ended 31st March 2017, firm had incurred an abnormal loss of 20,000. Okay, yeah. So 20,000 का there is an abnormal loss. See, I'll tell you one more concept, students. ध्यान दो, हाँ, जो मैं बोल रही हूँ ज़रा ध्यान दो. जब आप P&L अकाउंट बनाते हो, when you make a P&L account, so your net profit is here, correct? In the first case, I am saying the net profit is 90. प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ एसेट आप कहाँ लिखते हो, ये वाले साइड पे लिखते हो ना, प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ एसेट कितना, 10,000. बराबर. तो क्या करते हैं हम, जब हम लेजर बैलेंस क्लोज करते हैं तो ये माइनस होता है कि नहीं होता है, होता है ना. हाँ, कितने का बैलेंस बचता है, 80,000, राइट. 90 minus 10 is how much, 80. Now you understood the logic, why here it is 80. समझ में आ रहा है everyone? 90 minus 10,000 is equal to 80,000. Logic is clear to everyone? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. 90 minus 10 equal to 80. Okay? समझा अभी लॉजिक, रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग में किसको बोल रही हूँ, या नेक्स्ट. जब आप P&L अकाउंट बनाओगे, राइट, नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए, तो क्या हो जाएगा, या एबनॉर्मल लॉस ऑफ 20,000. सो एबनॉर्मल लॉस कहाँ आएगा, इधर आएगा, एबनॉर्मल लॉस, P&L अकाउंट डेबिट, हाउ मच, 20,000. एंड व्हाट इज द नेट प्रॉफिट ऑफ द सेकेंड ईयर, 1,60,000. Okay, 1,60,000. So when you will close this ledger, what will happen, you will add, ये ऐड हो जाएगा 20,000, तो ये कितना हो जाएगा, 1,80,000. तो see here, you will see this here, 1,80,000. Are you guys understanding add and less का concept? Is this clear to everyone? Yeah, चलो very good. ठीक है. So बच्चा, this will be add, sorry, this will be less and this will be add. ठीक है. तो मैं यहाँ sign change कर रही हूँ so that you guys understand. I'm subtracting this and I'm adding this. ठीक है. Next. Next क्या बोला है? Yeah. Repairs to car amounting to 50,000 was wrongly debited to vehicles on 1st May 2017. Depreciation was charged at the rate 10% per annum. Okay, so 50,000 is the vehicle price. Iska 10% depreciation will be how much? 5,000. Okay, that means 50,000 minus 5,000 is how much? 45,000. Okay, it is how much? 45,000, obviously, right? Yeah. So what have they said? आपका प्रॉफिट कितना है? 1,80,000. What have you done? They have said it is wrongly debited. ठीक है. Wrongly debited means it was year to depreciation. Okay, some repairs वाला part, to repairs wrongly debited. ठीक है. कितना है? 1,80,000. बराबर. तो ये ऐड होना चाहिए था. 1,80,000 प्लस 45 ऐड होना चाहिए ये, राइट. बट आपने क्या किया? इसको रॉन्गली डेबिट कर दिया. तो भी आप क्या करोगे? इसको रेक्टिफाई करोगे. तो रेक्टिफाई कैसे करोगे? बाय सब राइटिंग इट ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड. 45,000. So when I'm writing this on the credit side, this goes away. So now this is what? Minus. So 1,80,000 minus 45,000. Is this clear to everyone? 1,80,000 minus 45,000 का logic is clear. Okay, fine. Good. So rest we will continue in the next lecture. I will tell you about it. The logic of add and less. Okay.